crush your enemies, see them driven before you, and to hear the lamentation of their women.
The penetrator. Come on, look, because I always went the farthest into the target, goddammit. Libya, Tunisia, Lebanon. It was me, pal. I was always first in, last out.
This thing doesn't want to show itself. It wants to hide inside an imitation. It'll fight if it has to. But it's vulnerable out in the open.
Its blood was on the leaves.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
What is a Kronos? The Wrench of Wrenches, Chris Persia! Mephisto's movie reviews! Shellback TJC! Oh! He's the angriest wrench in Valhalla, Mark the Infinitely Tired! The Mad Doctor Adega Outlaw! He's killing it on YouTube, folks! Ryan Roger Heyday! Justice Napolina! Project Cambridge! Wop, wop, wop! Grim! David Glenn! Collie Hahn! Project Cambridge! Pacific 414 and Arlena's Jester of Sin! Greetings, one and all, and welcome to Mornings of Mischief. I'm your host, Stone Loki. Good morning, everybody. There's just a tad bit of an echo. I know. We're working on it. I'm going to get stuff up on the walls, hopefully later today. I got to go get them. So we're going to get stuff up on the walls. We're going to get the echo. Hopefully the echo will drop out and we'll have some cool stuff on the walls. Good morning, everybody. Penny! Good morning, Penny. How are you? Penny. Good morning, Penny. Always turning up, Penny. Good morning. Mockany Draws is here. Good morning, Mockany. How are you? I know I saw Tom in here earlier. Good morning, Tom. How are you? Project Storytime. Blame Loki's echo. It's always something. I don't even have the mic like held up and it's like, hello. Right? Jedi Bill. Good morning, Jedi Bill. Good to see you. Morning, Project Cambridge. 6. Oh, 6. Good morning. Thank you. Thank you so much for that $20 super chat. 6 for the walls. Thank you. Yeah, we're going to get the tapestries up. We're going to put the tapestries up. I would rather have an echo than that dang beep meme. Thank you so much, 6, for that $20 super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla, and this one is just for you, 6. A little toxic masculinity for this morning. Skull! No one could have done that but him. Nobody could have done that but Arnold. I mean, he was just so badass. So badass. I love that movie. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. Probably my favorite sword and sorcery movie of all time is Conan. That beeping sound is uniquely your sound now, Dega. God help me. No, we're not doing that. If you are Scottish law, then I am Mickey Mouse. Where are the tapestries? Where are the tapestries? My second favorite Indiana Jones movie, Last Crusade. I love that movie. I love it. It's not. I don't think it's as good as Raiders, but Raiders is probably my favorite. Temple of Doom gets a bad name, but man, I still like Temple of Doom. So it's a good movie, especially compared to the other the ones we don't talk about, the ones that don't exist. So let's just act like they don't exist. Good morning, everybody. It's a good morning here in Valhalla, in the command center of Valhalla that hopefully we will have not echoing soon. I like Destroyer better because I was like 12 and fell in love with Olivia Dabo. You know what? It's really weird, Bush. Okay, so I saw Destroyer when I was a kid. I think that was the first one I saw. Pretty sure it is. And I didn't see Barbarian until a little later, and then I didn't like it as much at the time. And then I grew to love Barbarian over Destroyer, and I have a new appreciation for Destroyer over the last, I'd say, 5 years. So I am the villain of this story. Yes, of course, I am the villain of this story. Yes, absolutely, I am the villain of this story because I get blamed for everything, which is great. I'll never forget that. Which is kind of like my origin story, getting blamed for everything. I love that shit. Don't ever forget, the whole point of this YouTube talk is going to be about not forgetting where you come from, what got you here. It's a big thing. It's such a huge thing, and it's not just with YouTube either. So many people just ignore and forget about their roots and where they came from, and it's hard to plot a course where you're going without thinking about where you've been. And one of the things I've noticed, especially on YouTube, is you get to a certain point and suddenly the things that were important when you started aren't important anymore. And Tom, my mom, I came from my mom. Well, yeah, we all came from our moms. We all came from our moms. But it's not exactly what I'm talking about, Tom. And good morning again. America, that's right. Boosh, America. America is where we all come from, yeah. Unless you're not in America, then you might come from somewhere else. But, we all started somewhere. We all started this crazy trip somewhere, whether you're working in corporate America, whether you're working paycheck to paycheck, whether you're working on the YouTubes like Mexican Iron Man, who's the greatest YouTuber ever. I know he's out there listening because he commented earlier. So we can't all be like Mike. That needs to be his new slogan. We can't all be like Mike. The greatest YouTuber ever. But let's take friendships, for example. I'm really good friends with Mike, Mexican Iron Man. Have been from the very beginning. We just worked really well together when we started to collaborate, and that moved forward and continued. But we talk about that all the time. So we talk about, the how this all started, where we were going then, what we were doing. I don't jump through windows like Mike. Well, Kurt is to blame for everything. Blame Kurt. Don't blame Loki. I know we've got that on a t-shirt and everything. And I am going to start working on the merch again, guys. I've just got to get it up on the store. Now that we're moved, I'm just trying to get a couple of things finished and taken care of, and I'm going to start working on the merch. I know we haven't had merch up for almost a year. Shit, ever since I took the Teespring store down. So I don't have the forearm strength to be like Mike. Not everyone can hang from window ledges. I know, right? It's like he's Spider Monkey Mike. Spider-Man instead of Mexican Iron Man. So that's crazy. Shout out to Bird of Prey. Bird of Prey 5. I heard he was heading to the hospital. God bless you, brother. I hope everything's okay. I hope they get everything taken care of. So shout out to Bird of Prey 5. God bless you, brother. Hopefully everything's fine and it gets you taken care of. And hey, y'all, good morning. Oh, my Lord, the vapors, y'all, the vapors. Good morning, Arwen Avalon. She's going to go get some coffee, and she will be back. The truth of Mim is, Adega. Adega likes to do, like, exposés on all sorts of things. I can't believe that. The truth is coming soon. So we're going to get backs, y'all. We are going to get backs. Holy shit. Already have coffee. Punk Waddle. Good morning, Punk Waddle. How are you? I'm trying to get the mic right. I still haven't got everything worked out right. So maybe I'm echoing, maybe I'm not. I don't know. Feels weird. I'm trying to get used to everything. Yeah, hail bop. Hail to the bopper, man. Hopefully you're doing all right. Hopefully you're doing. Get better, bop. Get better, bird. That's right. Kronos. But people forget how they started. People forget why they started. It's this crazy thing. Loki in an empty house. Actually, I am in a new studio with nothing on the walls. So I'm kind of echoing Floral. Good to see you, brother. Congratulations. I heard you hit 1K. Congratulations, my friend. It's always crazy when the numbers start flying. They start flying by you. There's a little slap echo, but I figure when you put all the memorabilia in the room, it'll settle. Yes, so I've got the furniture in here. I've just got to get all the stuff in here. And part of that's going to happen today. Part of that will happen today. I'm going over. I'm going to get stuff off the walls, and I'm going to bring it over here. And hopefully tonight, I will have stuff up on the walls, and I can take some pictures and send it to you guys. I know I'm going to put a tapestry right behind me where the windows are, and hopefully keep this room a little cooler than it is now, because it does get kind of hot with the computers going. With everything going, it does get kind of hot. Morning Culture. Good morning, Culture. How are you doing, brother? Good morning. Floor carpet helps a lot. I did put down some floor carpet. So for the chair. So the chair doesn't make noise when it moves. And now it just squeaks. But I've got a new chair. So I got a new chair delivered yesterday. I'm going to be putting it together hopefully today when I get back from running back to the old apartment and getting some stuff. I'll be putting that together and putting stuff up on the walls. It should be fun. It should be fun. A little something for the new studios. Thank you so much, Mags. Good morning, Mags. Congrats on the big move. Remember to take some time to rest. Moving is stressful. Oh, with all the stuff that went wrong with the internet, and I was just praying. I had my fingers crossed, praying. Mike even made a joke that I must have slipped the guy some cash. No, I didn't have to do that. In fact, they were apologetic about what happened. I know AT&T's got a big bad rap when it comes to broadband, but their fiber is amazing. And the guy that came out was an absolute wunderbar. He was wonderful and hooked everything up, got everything moved, and he was great. So thank you so much, Mags, for that $5 super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla, and this one is just for you, Mags. Skull!
Spartans! What is your profession?
But like moving, I'm not going to forget where I came from. I had a lot of good time in that studios, guy. When I put up a picture of that tapestry, the fire tapestry, keep the fires burning, light the fires, Valhalla tapestry. I was kind of sad. I was like, man, you know what? I have been in this squashed room because I was squashed. Man, it was like everything was on top of each other. And there were 2 chairs in that room that originally weren't going to be in there. And some other stuff that I just didn't want to throw away. I didn't want to throw it away. I wanted to keep it. And I wanted to keep it because I knew eventually we were going to move to a bigger place. And I did. I kept it. But it was just more stuff was getting put in there, more and more and more stuff. And I didn't have any room in the storage closet to put anything else. So it just got to the point where I was moving around stuff in the morning, and I'd sit down and I'd have to move computer. I'd have to move computer stuff over and replace it with other computer stuff. It was a giant pain in the ass. And it was not like, here, we're ready to work. And now it is. Now it is. And it's so nice to be able to sit down with space. And yeah, we've got some echo in here right now, but it's so nice to be able to sit down with space and have some actual space and room to work. It feels like I can breathe. I can breathe more in here than I could in the other studio. But I'll never forget that studio. 2 years. Just like I'll never remember the first one. It was, guys, I was in a corner. I was in a little corner in an entryway. That's where my desk was. That's where my computer was. That's where everything was set up, was this little corner in the entryway behind the front door. And it was the only place I could set it up. And I'd get up and I'd sit down, and I was even more squashed there than I was in the last studio. And then I got to move everything into another room, and suddenly I had space. I had space again, and I got this cool shelf behind me, and I put all this furniture together myself. And that's the crazy thing, the really crazy thing. So this was 3 years ago. I think 3 years ago now. I get a thick wooden desk, and I get this shelving unit that I have to put together myself. I have to put it together myself. Good morning, Dean. How are you? And I put this desk together myself. I put these shelving units together, and it took me probably 2 or 3 days to do that. And I was just over the moon. I was over the moon. And I remember both projects said that you had to have multiple people to build this stuff. And I did it all myself. Did it all by myself. So when we were getting ready to move here, as soon as we got the keys, the day we got the keys, I ordered a desk and I ordered another shelf, just like the ones I ordered when I had my first studio. And I want to tell you, if it wasn't for Eris giving me a hand, it'd still be in pieces behind me. It would still be in pieces behind me, because it's different. It's different. And maybe that can translate a little bit to YouTube. Is that, yeah, things change. Yes, things change. You change as a person, as a creator, you will change. But remembering where you came from, remembering how you started, remembering that first year, those first 2 years, the first months. Yeah, talk about getting soft. Loki needed a woman's help. I'm sure Wilton will be making a video talking about how we don't need women to don't ask your woman to help. I didn't ask her. She just came in here and did it. Don't let your woman help you put together furniture. So yeah, I'm sure. Squeaka, holy shit, Squeaka Mouse. Good morning, Squeaka. It is good to see you. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Welcome. Welcome to YouTube Talk. Hello, Squeaky. Well, you don't if you want to last. I try and sound like Floral. Well, yeah, but maybe keep that in mind when you're moving forward. I remember because here's the thing. Where you've been is just as important as where you're going. Where you have been, and that right there, yes, is just as important as where you're going. Some people will tell you that's not true. Some people will tell you, well, I don't even want to think about when I was under 1,000 subs and I was struggling and I was doing this and I was doing that. Think about where you started, why you started. When did it change? Mater, yeah, old toe Mater. When did something change? And a lot of it has to do with eyes on the future. I get that. I totally get that. I'm one of those people that constantly look forward. I don't look back when it comes to the channel. When it comes to what's next. But I always remember that struggle and that drive. It's what got you here. It's what brought you into the fold. What drove you to want to do this? What got you up in the morning and said, you know what, you need to do this. Come hell or high water. Come hell or high water, you're going to get up and you're going to do this. What shaped Tom over at Midnight's Edge that said, hey, you're going to get up and you're going to make videos and you're going to do this and you're going to go guest over here and you're going to be over here. What pushed these people to do this? And think about that. Keep that in mind. What made me want to jump in head first into this pool without checking to see if there was enough water in it or not? I said that in the very first morning stream I ever did. I said, I just kind of jumped into this without checking to see how much water was in the pool. I just jumped into using StreamYards and not knowing what the hell I was doing. I believe that. I absolutely positively believe that. 6. Because I like pizza too. I got pizza last night. I have cheated multiple times on I'm only having pizza. I'm only getting takeout pizza once a week. I have cheated multiple times since this move started. Why? Because Eris has been like, I want chicken from this place, or I want this. And I'm like, well, if you're getting that, I'm getting that. And it's been kind of back and forth crazy. Super thin crust. That's what I had too. I can't eat the pan and all that shit now. I have to eat thin crust. So Marco's, I had the pepperoni magnifico from Marco's with the Parmesan crust. Yeah. It already sounds good. Where they bake the Parmesan into the crust. Some good stuff. Louise, good morning, Louise. It is good to see you. Hello, Louise. Now I want pizza. Yeah, pizza. Who doesn't love pizza? Who doesn't love pizza? Well, not all of us can eat all that stuff that, I'm not supposed to overdo it with the pepperoni. Yeah, that's great. Getting old is great. But the sugar, I'm doing great on the sugar. I woke up. I want to tell you guys something, man. This is another one of those things. Keeping an eye on the past. It wasn't that long ago that I went in and I had like a 340 blood sugar test. 340. That's like 3 times normal. That's almost like acidosis levels of ketoacidosis. That's when your blood turns to acid. I woke up the other day, checked my blood sugar, 120. 120. Yeah, medication is helping, and I'm trying to get to a point where I don't have to take the medication. Because that medication is not good for you either. It's better than the alternative. It's better than that, but thin crust pizza all the way. It's now thin crust pizza all the way. The less bread, the better. So those kind of carbs are bad. We have a place in town called Baddies where they bake the garlic parmesan seasoning into the crust as well. Oh, Gun Bunny, that's so good. It's so good. It's so freaking good. The only thing better than that is Grimaldi's in the Woodlands, which I took Mike to when he was here. And he's like, that's barely even pizza. There's so much sauce, and it's different. It's a different kind of pizza. So when you get that, you're like, oh, this is totally different. Are you overweight? Actually, if you do my BMI, I'm like maybe 10 pounds over where I should be. I was lower, Walter. When my blood sugar stuff came up, it was lower. So I was underweight. Now I'm a little overweight, but it's okay. They'd rather me be at a better weight than less weight. Mocking draws with a $10 super chat. Analogy, never forget when you put the tip of your pencil on that fresh piece of paper. Never forget the first line, because that's where it all starts. That first little line became a full drawing. Exactly. And never forget what brought you, Machini, to put that pencil on that paper. Never forget opening up that pack of pencils and opening up that pack of paper and why you did it. Never forget why you did it. Because that's what's important. Thank you so much, Machini Draws, for that $10 super chat. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla, and Kaiju Month's almost over, so I'm going to play this. Go! Asaj Melody says, have you tried a spoonful of molasses in a glass of water in the morning? No, but I love coffee, and there's something I'm going to try. So someone suggested, they're like, well, if you like that, because I had this Snickers coffee the other day, and they were like, if you like that, just try milk with black coffee. And I was like, I don't know about that. They just try milk with black coffee. But I don't know if that's going to be okay for streaming, because you get gunky, and I don't know. We'll see. June Wong with a $5 super chat. Damn it, Loki. It's my first day, and you're talking about yummy pizza. Stomach growls. Pizza's good, man. We all love pizza. Tom loved pizza. I love pizza. We all love pizza. Pizza. I wish I had a damn pizza skull. We need a pizza skull. We need like the Ninja Turtles saying pizza, dun, 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 but I don't have that. You're 2 minutes late, dude. Oh, come on. I couldn't find the place. Wise men say forgiveness is divine, but never pay full price for late pizza. Skull! Six says, I have at least 4 frozen pizza. I have 2. I have 2 in my freezer right now. And they're the pub pizzas. Pretty good. They're pretty good. It's a matzo latza pub pizza. Those are pretty good. But I have to put pepperonis on top. I do. I gotta put some pepperonis on top. It's gotta have pepperoni. It's gotta have pepperoni. So it's one of those things. It gotta have pepperoni on a pizza. Otherwise, to me, it's not pizza. So, but Grimaldi's, guys, if you've never been to Grimaldi's, look up. Look this up. I'm gonna pull the home up, and I'm gonna promote this thing because they're getting rid of these in New York. They're removing them from New York. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that pizza, man. That is coal-fired brick oven pizza. It is absolute. There's their pepperoni. It is absolutely delicious. Grimaldi's is to me, it's like the ultimate pizza. Is that pickles? I think they put pickles on the pizza. So, but yeah, man. Oh, Lordy. It's good. It is good. That is some good stuff. They've got all kinds of good pizza. What Mike got is called the Dawn. It's called the Dawn, and they put every meat they have on the pizza. So you got traditional pizza, white pizza with garlic. That looks good. Pesto pizza. You got smoked brisket pizza, and that does look like, okay, so you hand-sliced smoked brisket, white onions, and sweet baby Ray's barbecue sauce baked to perfection and topped with dill pickles. Crazy. You got a margarita pizza. You've got prosciutto arugula. Prosciutto arugula. The Brooklyn Bridge. The Dawn. This is what my had. Top of Italian sausage, meatballs, and pepperoni. Quattro Formaggi. This is Eris's pizza of choice. Mozzarella, sage, asago, Parmesan, pecorino romano, and gorgonzola cheese. So, garden pesto pizza. Traditional. So I get a traditional with pepperoni. That's what I like. I like the traditional pizza with pepperoni. So when you got all kinds of crazy toppings and all kinds of fun stuff. So anyway, Grimaldi's, best pizza place ever. Oh no, not the cauliflower. I like cauliflower, green peppers, and onions on pizza. Dill pickles. Motherfuckers complain about pineapple, and they go and put dill pickles on a pizza. That's right. So, that's right. Pickles do not. I agree. Don't get me wrong. I agree. I never thought about putting dill pickles on a pizza. Put another layer of cheese on top of the toppings. Yeah, they don't do that. But man, it's so good. It's so good. And it's more sauce. I'm not a big sauce guy. I'm not a big sauce guy when it comes to pizza. But with them, I'm like, you put as much sauce on that as you want. You make it your way, and I'm never like that. I'm like, bitch, you're going to make my pizza my way. This is how I want you to make it, and this is what I want you to do. I want you to broil a little bit at the end, get that top of that pizza nice and cooked before you deliver it. Don't bring that thing to me half cooked and floppy. We're not doing that. We're not having that. So, I don't add another layer of cheese on top, just a sprinkle. That pizza better be loaded with sauce. No dry pizza welcome here. See, usually I'm the opposite, Arwen. Usually I'm the opposite, but with them, I'm like, do it your way. Make that pizza however you want to make that pizza. I absolutely trust you guys. That's right. I came from a pizza. That's right. Pizza good. Pizza's good. I agree with Tom completely on that. Pizza is good. But you can't eat pizza all the time. So I did get pizza last night. I got a thin crust from Marco's. Can't always have Grimaldi's. And that's a big thing For their biggest pizza, you're looking at like $30. It's expensive. It's an expensive pie, but it's worth it. Oh man, it's so worth it. You will have leftovers for like 2 days. So usually I'll eat half of their 18-inch. I eat half of that pizza right off the bat. And then I leave leftovers for 2 days. So the next day I'll have 2 pieces at lunch, and then I'll have 2 pieces at lunch the day after that, and then I'm done. So can't eat pizza all the time? Challenge accepted. It's not good for you. It's the reason why I have high cholesterol. I'm getting older. God help me. It's the reason why I have high cholesterol. Salt, I couldn't believe it when they were like, no, your salt level's fine. I'm like, huh? Chips and goldfish crackers and all that stuff. Does anyone fold their pizza? Oh, I do. Definitely. And I love calzones, man. Calzones are almost better than pizza. So a couple of days ago, I got Crusts. The place is called Crusts Pizza. I got a calzone. Absolutely wonderful. Mozzarella, smoked mozzarella, and pepperoni. Calzone with garlic butter dipping sauce. God help me. I have high blood pressure, so there's that. I've got high blood pressure too. Not anymore. I'm doing really good. I'm in the like 120s over 70s, but because of medicine, I have to be on a pill. I make my own dough and sauce, no salt, no additives. So I've made my own dough. I've never made my own sauce, and that'd be really interesting because one of the things I like to do is I'll chop and dice pepperoni, and then I add it to my sauce and let it sit overnight so that the pepperoni gets soaked with the sauce. And then this is really thinly diced. They're tiny pieces of pepperoni, diced pepperoni into the sauce. And then this is only when I make my own pizza. So, and then I'll, cheese it up. I'd use like a 4-cheese Italian blend and then pepperonis on top. So you get double pepperoni. Yeah. That sounds insanely good. Yes, it is. Stromboli's good. Stromboli and calzones and pepperoni rolls. Holy shit. We're going all Italian this morning, aren't we? Calzones and strombolis and pepperoni rolls and pizza. Ugh. So I do this weird thing, and I got this in these instructions from an old Italian grandma that used to work for Uno's and made their original sauce in Chicago. So she told me, take your bowl of cheese and pour your sauce on top of it and mix it like a whole jar of pizza sauce, and mix it in with your cheese, and then spoon out, like get a tablespoon and spoon out the cheese and the sauce, put it on your dough, and just kind of slowly spread it around, and just keep doing that. Just keep doing that until it's covered and there's a good layer on it. Then put your toppings on top. After you do that, put your toppings on top. Didn't that little old lady from that restaurant in Missouri tell you the recipe for her sauce? Yes. Okay, so this is this, okay? And this is what she did. So when you're making and she said this is for hand-tossed pizza, it's for deep dish, not pan, but true original deep dish pizza. This is for both of those. And you just spread the sauce with the cheese mixed together on top of your dough. But you got to kind of have a light hand, otherwise you're going to tear your dough. So you just kind of spoon it onto the pizza and slowly spread it around. 6. Slowly spread it around. That one was actually describing a porno movie. This is how porno movies start. You take it by the spoon a little bit of spoonful of sugar. Yeah, and you spread it around. Spread it all over. Yeah, that's how we do it. That's right. First thing in the morning, you get that spoon and you spread it around. So, Loki's recipe and cooking show. But yeah, mix all your sauce. Put the whole jar of sauce in there. Don't worry. As long as it's like a 14-inch crust, you'll be fine. And you mix that in there, and then you put your toppings on top of that and cook it. And I'm telling you, when it's done, and you'll be able to tell that cheese and that sauce is done. When it's done, you're going to go absolutely crazy. You're going to go absolutely crazy. I tell you what, Gun Bunny, it's not the same. I wish it was. So I remember the first time I got Little Caesars here. Eris thought I was crazy. She looked at me like, what have you been smoking? You want Little Caesars? Really? You can have this pizza, this pizza, this pizza. And it was horrible. And I've gone back there twice since then. And I even tried the one over here right after we moved. And it's the same problem. It's just not the same anymore. I loved their crazy bread. I loved it when they put pepperonis in the crazy bread. Holy shit, that was good. Crazy bread with pepperonis inside of them. Who would have ever thought to do that? And no, it's just not the same anymore. I wish it was. I really do, because I used to love Little Caesars. Back when they had the 2 pizza deal, and you'd walk in and you'd get the 2 pizzas in the box, and it looked like the Bigfoot from Pizza Hut. In fact, Pizza Hut ripped off Little Caesars by doing that. It's why they never brought that back. They just won't. Bring back the Bigfoot. Everybody says bring back the Bigfoot. If they brought back the Bigfoot, it would not be the same. But Loki, you're just being, they don't use gas ovens anymore, kids. It's all electric. So it wouldn't be the same. It's like why the New Yorker doesn't come out the New Yorker anymore. Big New Yorker used to be a great pizza. And now it's just like, eh. Today's episode of Loki's Mornings of Mischief is brought to you by Crazy Eris's Discount Pizza. That's right, Crazy Eris's Discount Pizza. Loki talking food with thunderous echo mic effect. Is that really what it sounds like? I'm going to have to go back and listen. I'm going to have to go back and listen to the stream. I'm getting stuff for the walls today. So hopefully it won't sound like this. We're gonna put some stuff up, and hopefully we won't have as bad of an echo. There's just not enough stuff in here yet. I'm working on it. All the new furniture is here. I got a new chair, which I'm putting together today. So it's not squeaky. It's not squeaky. Actually, when I want it to squeak, it's not going to squeak. There we go. So it won't be squeaky anymore. It's not that bad, Loki. Thank you, Six. Thank you. Yep, you sound like you're in a tunnel. I bet I do. Well, thank you. And thank you at least, guys, for being here. Oh, I appreciate it. Even though I sound like I'm in a tunnel. I don't mean to sound like I'm in a tunnel. I've got my door shut. I've got a glass door, man. I've got a glass door. How cool is that? I've got a glass door to the office. It's like I'm really in an office. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun setting all this up. And there's a lot of work to do, I know. But don't ever forget. I started off in that little corner. Remember? I started off in that little corner. And there's going to be people that are like, well, whoopity-doo for you, Loki. You know, you got blah, 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 blah. It's been a long time. It's been a long time getting here. It's work. Don't ever think that I don't remember that I started out in that little tiny, do I have a banana bread? No. No, I do not have a good banana bread. But I do have a good recipe for beer cheese bread. Snowdub. So there is that. Loki, you need to take a day trip, go to New Orleans, get a soft shell pool boy. I will, if I do, I'll let you know. And you can meet me there. How about that? Pat S. What's up, Pat S? He said in my corner I had a dunce cap, not a mic. Well, I'm loving the new setup. I'm enjoying it. If I go to New Orleans, you gotta meet me there, Mark. So you got to meet me there. Next time I'm in New Orleans, you got to be there. Thunder Muffin. Challenge accepted. There you go. My mom used to make the best banana bread. So my mom made beer bread, and it was the craziest thing. You know, we do huge family thing for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and she would keep the beer that got brought over. She'd keep like 2 or 3 beers in the back of the fridge, and the next year she would use that beer to make bread. And it's crazy. It's the craziest thing. I'm like, isn't that like out of date? And she'd be like, no, that's the way you want it. That's the way you want it. You want to leave the beer in your fridge for about a year and then pull that out and make the bread with it. And I was just like, that's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. Who does that? Who does that? Who keeps 2 or 3 beers in their fridge to make bread a year later? Who does that? So she made some really good beer bread. Every time I start making bread, I go, well, I already made dough. I'm going to make a pizza. That's right. That's right there. That's right there. Yeah. I love making my own crust. I haven't done that in probably a year since the diabetes thing. I haven't made my own crust. If I get pizza, I get it out because I'm like, you know what? I'm treating myself. Used to do beer bread with nuts and dried fruit. See, I never had that. It was just beer cheese bread. So, and we're talking recipes. Welcome to Talking Recipes on Loki's Mornings of Mischief. We're talking beer bread, fruit bread, nut bread, omega bread, alpha bread. Bread making sounds like work. Kind of is. That sounds like fruitcake. Yeah, I don't want to do a fruitcake. I've never been big on fruitcake. Man, there's some crazy fruitcake stuff out there. I had no idea. I had no idea that there's like places that sell. I mean, you're talking like a tin the size of your fist, $15 for a fruitcake the size of your fist. And the bigger they get, the more crazy expensive they get. And it's like a big one, it's like $50. Who the hell going to pay $50 for a fruitcake? That's crazy. Look at Snowdub over here. My favorite bread is the green kind. Money, money, money. Rent's due, motherfucker. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, shit. I have to be a fruitcake to make it. I work in, what's up, Bad Cap? I work in an industrial bakery, so yes, baking is work and science. Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. Pizza is more art than science. Pizza's got to be good, man. Rent's due, motherfuckers. Rent's due, isn't it? And you know what? Sometimes that's what rent's due. Sometimes that's how it all started. You know, I have absolutely no issue with people that get into this to make some extra money. I have absolutely no issue with that whatsoever. Do I think that there are better things to drive you forward? Yes, but you know what? This is the most sought after job in the world. This is what people want to do. This is what people are growing up wanting to be. They don't want to be astronauts. They don't want to be scientists. They don't want to be stargazers. They don't want to be anything like that. They want to be an influencer. They want to be on YouTube. They want to do social media. That's the most sought after job ever. And I can't blame them. But everyone wants to make money playing video games. And that's a thing. That is a thing. Everybody wants to make money playing video games. Oh, well, I'll just make video gaming my job, right? It's huge. I can just make money playing video games. I know people, this is what crazy. Everyone back in the day used to love playing games. We all played that game. We all played this game or that game. We all played Mario Brothers, right? Now they just watch. They don't even play. I remember asking my friend's kid, I was like, why are you watching it? Why aren't you playing it? And he goes, because this is what I do. I watch. I like watching them. I don't play them. I'm like, that's crazy. That's crazy, right? Well, I don't like playing them. I like watching them. Okay. Recipe from the old country for banana bombs. Get banana bread dough with extra mashed banana. Form into hand grenade shapes. Deep fry till deep brown. Holy crap. Deep fry it? Wow. All right. June Wong, $5 super chat, handing out the recipes on this Mornings of Mischief. This one's just for you, brother, because I know you like him so much. Skull! Wanna Fanta, don't you wanna Fanta? Mexican man wants a Fanta, Fanta. Thank you so much, June Wong, for that $5 super chat. MB Geeks Bar and Grill, what is up, brother? With a $10 super chat, he says, Loki, did you know there was a writer's strike and possible a actor's strike in 3 days? Who the fuck cares? I've laughed and cried harder by everyday people than what Hollywood is writing. I don't think anybody cares. I think anybody cares but them. It's now in their little world, and it's not affecting us. It's not spilling over to us, and we don't really care. There's 1,000,001 different forms of entertainment. You don't have to worry about, what's going to be on TV next week. Oh, they're not bringing back. Remember when everybody flipped out because Battlestar Galactica was going to get cut in half because of the writer's strike? Everybody went nuts and had a fit. That's not happening now. It's not happening. It's not affecting us like it did 20 years ago. No one cares. And there's going to be 1,000,001 kinds of entertainment on anyway. You think that's stopping Netflix? Do you think that's stopping? And this is just Hollywood. This is just Hollywood. It's not going to stop entertainment. It's only going to help us. It's only going to put butts in seats for us. That's all it's going to do. It's going to put butts in seats. It's not going to put butts in their seats. Let them strike. Let them throw a fit. Let them say, we're not going to come back until the environment and blah, 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 and climate change and yada, yada, yada. Let them do all that. Let them throw a fit. Let them throw their teddy out of the cot and have a strike. No one cares anymore. Absolutely no one cares. Thank you, MB Geeks Bar and Girl, for that $10 super chat, brother. Thank you. You guys put the fires in Valhalla. This one's just for you, brother. Skull!
Long live the fighters!
I started out angry. And that's something I really wanted to bring up. I started out angry. Go back and listen to some of the streams in that first year. I was angry. I was angry all the time. I was ranting. My blood pressure was high. I was pissed. I was like, I was doing clown shit. CBS, yelling at CBS for doing stupid shit. And look where Paramount is now. We're going to talk about that tomorrow. We're going to talk about Paramount and why they're getting their ass kicked and why they're probably going to sell off what they've got because they put themselves in a horrible position. And if Sony gets Warner Brothers, some of Warner Brothers property, WB, out of WB, and gets some of Paramount's property, you have got a huge, huge contender going head to head against Disney. You think the fight for Spider-Man's bad now? Loki was the original Infinitely Angry before he calmed himself down and passed the torch to Mark the Infinitely Tired. Yes. You were burning it down, all down, Loki. You redefined the epic rant. Thank you, Mark. Thank you. It's different. I have changed. But I don't forget that. And I don't forget why. Because it's part of the reason why I'm here. It shaped everything that came after it. And no, I don't scream and yell and bust blood vessels and lose my shit. Not because I can't. Not because I can't. I'm just not as angry. I'm not. It's not, no one is going to shout loud enough to wake them up. Paramount is in a toilet bowl swirl of its own making. They're in a shitstorm of their own making. And it's all their fault. Oh, I love Star Trek 4. With the whales, Undead Ramen, I think that's one of the best movies. Wrath of Khan, Search for Spock, and Voyage Home are my three favorites. Those are my three favorite movies. Not in that order. Voyage Home I got above Search for Spock, but I really love Search for Spock too. So, yeah, I know First Contact had some badass battle shit, and Worf, perhaps today is a good day to die. Prepare for ramming speed. Everybody wanted to hear Worf do that. Everybody wanted to hear Worf do that. No, I love 4. I love 4. Five's okay if you think of it like it's a dream. I remember when I first heard that, and I was like, holy shit, maybe, you know what? Okay, if it's just Kirk laying there dreaming that, I can deal with that. And we'll just act like the whole thing's just, what does God need with a starship? I'm going to outsmart you, alien. What does God need with a starship? And that was some classic Kirk. It was. That was like Kirk fighting the machine, Kirk confusing the machine, which he'd done multiple times in the original series. It's ma'am. I feel that you've been hoodwinked by a few pretenders, but that won't happen again. You might be imminently tired, but you have obtained Odin's eye. The Genesis trilogy and 6. Yes. Yeah, the Genesis trilogy and 6. There you go. I never even thought of calling it that. The Genesis trilogy. I love those movies. And look at where Paramount is now. Look at what they've done. Look at what they've done to themselves. They did it to themselves. Why did they do it to themselves? Because they forgot where they came from and they forgot who got them there. And if that isn't the ultimate sin, I don't know what is. I don't know what is. This is where you started. This is what got you to where you are. And this is where you are now, but you don't remember all this shit, so you keep acting like idiots. I can't yell at them anymore. I can't yell at them. I can't scream at them. I can't do it. I cannot do it because they're not going to listen. No matter how angry you get, no matter how upset you get, no matter how many times you try and tell them, listen, you're making a mistake. You screwed up. They don't care. And they're just going to keep making the same mistake over and over and over and over and over again. Disney is not in good shape, not as dire yet. No, because WB and Paramount don't have a freaking park to save them. They don't have all that other revenue. And see, that's what got messed up. That's how what's his name? Not Iger, but the other fuckhead got fired. Got let go because he was trying to hide it. He was trying to hide it, Brandon. He was trying to hide them shuffling money around to try and act like it was profitable and they were in the lead. Chapek, thank you, Chris. That's why Chapek got booted, because he was trying to move money around and act like everything's daisies. Everything's great. Everything's wonderful. It's exactly like I said. WB and Paramount don't have theme parks to just shuffle their money around in. They don't have those alternate revenue sources to act like they are successful. They don't. And Paramount's going to go down. Paramount is going to fall. That's what we're going to talk about tomorrow. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for hanging out on this YouTube talk. And always remember, never forget where you came from, because it does have something to do with where you're going. You can't get to where you're going without remembering where you came from in the first place, because then it's just all pointless nonsense, right? Guys, take care. I don't know if we'll be back for a comic book roundtable tonight. I hope we will. I don't know if we will. It all depends on whether I'm running back and forth. I have 24 calls me to help out today. I don't know, but I will let you know. Update in the community tab as soon as I know. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for hanging out this morning on this YouTube talk. Take care. Be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. And we'll be back either tonight or tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Have a great Wednesday. It's hump day. Yeah!
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.